Everyone has their preferred businesses when grinding in GTA Online. Whether you grind here or there or treat it like an actual job, you still have some businesses you prefer doing over the rest, either because the sale missions are easy or they just make you a lot of money. Businesses are mainly judged by how much they can make a player, and that is a very fair thing to judge it on, but I like to also judge it on stuff like sale missions and if they are good or the equivalent of watching one of my old commentary videos from like a year or two ago, both terrible and boring. But in this video I'm going to give you my top 5 favourite businesses to grind in GTA Online currently. But before we get into the video, we're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, so subscribing would help out massively. Now let's go into the video. The Acid Lab is my favourite business to do right now, as I would say you get best of both worlds when grinding this business. This is a solo business and also a passive one, so you don't need to consistently do resupply missions. The sale missions are so easy to do, as you either need to drive to one location, escape the cops and drive to another one, or just drive to 10 different locations around the map. You only use one vehicle the whole time, so you don't need to worry about 2 other vehicles being blown up and having no way to stop it. The sale vehicle you get given is the Manchester Scout C, which is a decent bike. It's not the fastest, but it's a decent bike to use. The business itself only costs 750k and 250k for the upgrade, so it adds up to 1 million for the complete business, which is great considering it's much cheaper than most MC businesses even without the upgrade. To unlock the Acid Lab upgrade, you'll need to complete a total of 10 DAX 4 missions, which aren't hard to do and you can make some decent money. The upgrade allows you to hold more stock and speeds up production, which will save you more time and make you a lot more money. The vehicle that stores the Acid Lab can actually be called in just like your terabyte, and you can sell it from wherever you are, which is super convenient. Now for the big question, how much does the Acid Lab pay out? Well, without the upgrade you can make 237k per sale, and with the upgrade it's around 335k, which sounds good for such an easy business to sell, but you also get a bonus for selling in a public lobby. The bonus is dependent on how many players are in the lobby, but it's 2.5% per player. And finally, you can speed up production for free without having to buy the upgrade, as you can use the production boost on the chemical table, but you can only use it once per day. The features of the Acid Lab is what makes it my favourite business in the game. Very easy business to use all round. Another all-round great business. The way the nightclub works is very unique compared to the rest, and then it runs off other businesses such as all your MC drug farms and the CEO warehouse, but this does make the nightclub expensive to run. So there's no resupply missions or buying supplies, just waiting. Well, you do need to fill up other businesses, but you would have done that anyway. But with the nightclub, it's also a solo and passive business, just like the Acid Lab. It also only has one sale vehicle, but depending on how much stock you're selling, you might get a different vehicle to use. Small stock will give you a Speedo custom, medium stock will give you a mule custom, and the large will give you a pounder custom. The cool thing about these vehicles is that you can customise them in your nightclub garage, so you can equip weapons and mines, which helps with griefers. Now, to fully get the best out of this business, you want to do these things. First, you should purchase all floors, which will allow you to store a lot more stock, which in turn allows you to make more money. You should hire all of the technicians if you want to maximise your passive income. And finally, you will want to buy the equipment upgrade and the staff upgrade, as the equipment upgrade improves the productivity of your technicians, which will make the whole production faster, and the staff upgrade slows down the population of the nightclub, and more money will be put into your safe. Obviously, if you don't have the money, then work on other businesses and try and slowly upgrade the nightclub when you have the money. A business that doesn't require you to sell any products, but instead doing various missions to earn your money. With this business, I like the aspect of having multiple ways to make money and the variety of missions you can do. First is the main missions, which are the Dr. Dre contract missions, are also known as the data leaks, which take up to 1 hour and 30 minutes. Mostly because of the cutscenes, which if you are replaying the missions, you can thankfully skip them, but if it's your first time, then unlucky. After completing all the data leak missions, you will get a payout of $1 million, but it gets better, as you get an 100k bonus when completing the final mission, plus the 10k you make from completing each mission. The second way is doing contract missions that will have different levels to them, which determines the payout. The 3 levels are Professional, which is the lowest level and pays out 31 to 42k. Next is Specialist, which is in the middle and pays out 44 to 56k. And finally, the highest level is called Specialist Plus, which pays out 60 to 70k. day. The missions are mostly basic, but they also can be entertaining to do and don't take much time, mostly 10 to 15 minutes, but you won't get the same mission all the time as you have a variety of them. And lastly, the payphone hits, which you unlock by doing free contract missions. Just like the contract missions, you will have a variety to do, which range from assassinating a tech entrepreneur to killing a CEO of a construction site, but what makes it fun is the bonuses. You can earn a bonus by taking out the target the way Franklin wants you to, like dropping a container on the CEO to driving the tech entrepreneur into a gas station. It's not just a boring, go to this location, kill this guy and run away, well, unless you don't want the bonus. The payout used to be 80k with the bonus, but Rockstar and their great choices on what to nerf would take the payment down to 40k with the bonus. This is a business I'll do when I get bored of sale missions, because after some time you will start to get bored, especially if you're doing MC sales. The first non-passive business on the list, and the only one. I've mentioned before I used to grind this business so much, but although I don't do it nearly as much, I think it's still an enjoyable business to grind when I'm waiting on my passive businesses to stock up. The warehouses come in 3 different sizes with 3 different payouts. The small warehouse pays out 240k when fully stocked. The medium warehouse pays out 735k when fully stocked. And the large warehouse pays out 2.2 million when fully stocked. I'd only recommend buying the medium and large, as the small isn't really worth the 240k payout. I'd also recommend doing 2 crates when resupplying, as it's in the middle of both price and time, as the other 2 lean more to one side, either saving you time but costing a lot more, or the opposite. But another reason I like grinding crates is for the RP, as it gives out more for resupplying than really any other business, and you also get a huge amount when completing sale missions. Speaking of the sale missions, they're decent but not as good as the nightclub or acid labs, but better than the MC ones, as the brigade is a very good sale vehicle to use apart from the handling. You do though have a chance of getting the tugboat, which is the equivalent of getting the post-op vans, but at least you only use it once. If you want to level up fast and earn a good amount of money, then I would recommend doing this business along with others. Yeah, a bit of a weird pick, but I'll explain it. For this, it isn't about the money, but just a quick way to have fun really. I like doing either the headhunter or sightseer just whenever I'm bored, but I also have a trick that involves the CEO crates. So when you fill up one warehouse but have another that hasn't been filled up yet, instead of waiting around until the cooldown ends, you could load up a headhunter or sightseer and complete that, which the time you're done, the cooldown will be over and you will actually not lose any money, since you earn 20k when doing either one. There isn't much to talk about, as they're just CEO jobs that I do to have fun and kill time. And that is the end of the video. I want to give you some information about the businesses along with why it's on the list. I might have been too informational, but hey, it doesn't really matter. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe and have a good day or night. I need to go fucking sleep.